It's me, your little boy, K. Samson. I have something special seriously for us choosing ones today. This is not only made for choosing ones. And if you don't like what I'm about to say, please, you are feel free to pass by because not everybody truly want to break away from the word from yoke. No, not everybody want to be the first to do some certain things. So all I'm here to tell you is that if you truly want to be great in life, you have to be stubborn on earth. Yes, it takes stubbornness to do everything on earth. Listen, if you are that guy, you are comfortable with where you are. When I mean comfortable, I'm not talking about not being satisfied, not being content, no, not being grateful, no. I'm talking about you having that spirit of rebellious. When I mean rebellious, I'm not talking about having evil spirit or having negative thought towards another or plotting evil against another. No, I'm talking about you being what stubborn to break out from that limitation. Because trust me, I can recall that even in my own family, there are many things that no one have ever done. Yes. Like in my family, there are many things that nobody have ever stepped. Nobody have ever do it. There's something that I tell one of my friend one day. I said, listen, you may be proud, that is cool. But you have to understand that there are many things that no one has ever done. The first year that someone traveled out in my family was 2016. That was 2014. The first person to travel out of the country. That was 2015. And he entered in Europe in 2016. What is that? It takes rebellion, it takes stubbornness to break out from limitation. So that what am I trying to say is that you that is up there, you know that there are some certain things that your family they normally do. And these things have kept a lot of people in one spot. Nobody have ever buy a new house. Nobody have ever celebrate a new car. Nobody have ever built a new house. Nobody have ever buy a new bike. And you are not able, you are not what you are not stubborn, you are not annoyed within yourself. My brother, you have to understand that for you to break out from this limitation of a thing, my father, this is what they used to know us, we were born like this, nobody have done this, nobody have done this, I love the way I am. Yes, I'm not saying you should know, you should hate who you are, no, but you have to understand those people who are living comfortably, those people who are making it in life today, what are those things that they have done that my uncles, my relative, my brothers, my father refuse to put in? You have to calculate those things that your father did, your brother, your uncles that they did that limit them, so that you yourself will be able to be stubborn not to do those things. Trust me, because sometimes I asked one of my friends, I said, look at it now. In my home, nobody have ever done this. Nobody have ever done this. What is that I need to do? We were just thinking it, memorizing it, thinking all these things. People said, what are you saying? But brothers, you can break that yoke. It needs stubbornness. It needs what rebellious spirit for you to break out of that yoke. Look at the life of Joseph. Look at the way Joseph did his own. None of his parents, none of his ancestors, none of his brothers have ever become a priest. None of them have ever been in charge of nothing. They are just hunters. Because he was stubborn to believe that there is something that God have called him to do, he keep focusing on that. Look at David. David take the word stubbornness to confront what Goliath, and he break out. He become a king. So you have to understand that I'm not saying you should not be content, but do not be content with that little one you have. When you are satisfied, when you are content, you appreciate God. That is cool. But do not be like, I love the way I am. When others are winning, when others are pushing, my brother, you need to push. You need to do it. If it is to put in, to do 4 to 5 work in order for you to break that yoke, you have to do it. And when you get to that top, you're relaxed. Don't let what stop your father, your mother, your sisters, your uncles stop you. You have to be rebellious. When I mean rebellious, I'm not talking about evil, no. People said rebellious spirit is evil. I'm not talking about that part. I'm talking about you being rebellious in order for you to break out from that chain that have kept a lot of people for too long. I can recall when I start up this my YouTube. I have a mother here in Italy that I do used to live with. They all tried by all means to stop me. They all did all kinds of things to make sure they stop me. Sometimes they will tell me, look at the clothes you wear, look at the way you pronounced your speech, look at the things you are doing. It's not good. Even sometimes my own friends who's supposed to subscribe, who's supposed to help me, all of them start to laugh at me. They still went back to the same woman that I do used to live with. So what Samson is doing is not good. People, you use it, but I refuse to hearken to them. I refused. I can recall one day when I was speaking with my dad when I was at home. I was asking my dad a question. I said, Dad, who are that person that is rich in our family? Meaning in our knowledge. Who is that person that is rich? And I asked my uncle, my brother one day, I said, who among all my uncles in my father's side, among all our forefathers, who are that person that you live to witness that is rich? He said, your father. I said, how? He said, because my father do what other people could not. And when I grew up, I got to understand that was his own stage, that his own brothers work under him. Because he was so stubborn that he don't want to work under nobody. He started to focus on himself. He was so stubborn that he don't work under nobody. He have to work. He is a farmer. He is also he do all kinds of work, to the point that the senior brothers start to work under him. When I heard that, I was so filled with joy. Not that I'm filled with joy that his brothers are working under him, because choose these days whom you will serve. You get what I'm saying? So it takes stubbornness for you to break out of that chain. It takes stubbornness for you to do impact. Some people will say, my father is not rich, my mother is not rich. My brother, you can be the first billionaire in your father's house. You can be the first millionaire in your father's house. You can be the first to break. Because let me tell you, I have a master that I'm working with right now. One day I asked my master, I said, Master, why is it that you are so rich like this? You are a billionaire, a multi-billionaire. He said, Samson, you asked a serious and a question that I can't answer nobody. He said, because I put in work. I don't follow nobody. I don't cook. I don't do nothing. But I put in more effort. When I look at his own brother, I shed tears. I said, how come this one is so rich and this one is not? Because that one, if you look at the one that is rich, is so stubborn. He's stubborn. And when I mean stubbornness, when you look at him, you know that he have that spirit of stubbornness in him. When I mean stubborn, I'm not talking about selfishness. I'm not talking about illiterate. I'm not talking about ignorant. I'm not talking about going to school. He did not attend even school. He did not even attend secondary school, primary school. But he's so rich that people who are working under him have already finished with OND. university. What does that mean? Is that it takes stubbornness for you to break out of that out of that bondage. Stop being comfortable with your comfort zone. But because when you are satisfied and you are not stubborn to get enough, you will be limited. And that is not the wish of God for you to remain where you are. The wish of God is for you to prosper and do exploit, for you to be great. That is the wish of God. So my brothers and my sisters, all I'm here to tell you is that you should not be comfortable. You should not be comfortable. Try by all means to break out that yoke. You can do it. Look at those things that your forefathers are not able to do, your uncles, and do contrarily. Yes, it may take time. Look at those things that your brothers are doing. Do different, do controversy, do out of the door, walk out of the gate, and see yourself in another dimension. Yes, people will question you. They will see you as as someone that is doing something that is contrary, as someone that is going beyond, as someone that is unreasonable. But in a due season, you will come to understand that they will understand whom you are. They will understand that you make the right move. Remain blessed and God bless you.